Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexey and today I have a special guest, Giannini. Ivan is a power metal singer. He was a singer of power metal band Vision Divine, and he is a singer of power metal bands such as Derdian and Violet Eternal. It's a huge honor to have you on my YouTube channel today, Ivan. And let's start our interview. How you became a singer?
Yeah, well, basically I started with guitar and bass. That are my favorite instruments. Bass is my favorite instrument. So I started as a bassist, and I had a band with schoolmates. I was 15, and we had a gig to do, and the singer left the band before the gig because he had a fitness exhibition. It was like it's like aerobics fitness. So the singer left, and we tried to find a singer. I asked my schoolmate, "Do you want to sing with us?" And he said, "No, I don't have time." And so the band wanted to play anyway, and they tried me because I can try with the microphone, so let's try. And the band liked my way of singing, and so we had a gig, and I started singing, and we played just classic rock standards and blues, and we had a big track list of 25 songs. My first gig was 25 songs. We played for more than 2 hours, and from U2 to Green Day and Pink Floyd and Jerry Lee Lewis, something like that. And then I started singing because I was basically a bassist before. I keep on playing bass, but now I'm a singer. Yeah. I would like to be a bassist more than a singer, but I'm a singer.
Why you decided to become a singer of power metal?
I used to listen to a lot of power metal when I was a kid, and so it was natural because I was very my voice was very high pitched, and it was natural for me to sing high notes, even if maybe I'm a baritone, but it was very easy to sing high. And so I love power metal, I love Halloween, and so I started playing Halloween songs or Blind Guardian, Gamma Ray, and it was natural. Yeah, that's it. It was natural, and it was hard to find people who was able to sing high notes at the time. Now it's easier because there are tutorials. People are more educated with their voices. People who wanna sing. So now it's easier. At the time, it was almost impossible to find someone who can sing Halloween. This doesn't mean that I was good singing Halloween, but I could reach notes. So people asked me to sing Iron Maiden, Halloween. And
how you joined Vision Divine?
They wrote me. Basically, they wrote me because I didn't know that they were searching a singer, because I wasn't into Italian scene, Italian power metal, and we didn't know each other before. So I didn't know they were searching for a singer, and they wrote me on Facebook and asked me to try a couple of songs. And yeah, well, I sang a couple of songs for them, and Olaf liked them, so they hired me. I sang La Vita Fugge and Mermaids from the Moon. So a song from Michele Luppi era, and a song sung by Fabio Lione. And then Olaf asked me to sing on a new song he was writing at the time, and I wrote Angel of Revenge, because the music was ready, but there wasn't a vocal melody. So I wrote the vocal melody of Angel of Revenge, and Vision Divine liked it, and we recorded the Angel of Revenge. That's it. Well, but to answer your question, how we get in touch, they wrote me on Facebook. Yeah, they asked me to join.
Was it hard to replace Fabio Lione in Vision Divine?
We have to talk from two different points of view. The first is technical, and well, honestly, talking about singing, just singing, no, it hasn't been hard, because my range is a little bit wider than his range, so I can reach low notes and super high notes easier than him, maybe, because my range is a little wider, so I didn't have problems singing his stuff, and this is from the technical point of view. From the emotional point of view, well, I can say yes, just because Vision Divine followers are divided in Fabio followers and Michele followers, and I've been the third singer, just a replacement. So it's hard to be a replacement, and people, especially in the metal scene, are very connected with your singer. There is a lot of nostalgia about singers and musicians of a band. I'm nostalgic too. Let's talk about Halloween. I was nostalgic about Kiss when Andy Darius joined the band. So I understand people who are nostalgic for a particular singer, and I was the third. So from speaking about this aspect, well, it hasn't been easy for me. But during my time in Vision Divine, I just focused on singing. I tried not to think about what Vision Divine followers wanted. I just tried to give my best singing. Stop. From the technical point of view.
Can you please tell me about working with Mike Terrana in Vision Divine? And since he's from USA and Vision Divine is an Italian metal band, how you worked on songs with Mike Terrana?
Yeah, Mike Terrana lives in Italy. So he moved from USA to Italy. No, I think he moved from Germany to Italy almost 10 years ago. I don't know, but he uses to live in Italy. I think now he's in Sardinia. I don't know, but he's in Italy, so it's easier to play with him, to plan for rehearsals, and how was to play with him? Well, it was great. He's a great drummer. He's special because he plays with a lot of groove, even if it's a kind of music very rigid, very schematic, and but he has groove. like a rock and roll drummer, and this is really special. People used to pay attention to his power, to his precision, but he play also with groove, and this is a unique in my experience. I play with a lot of great drummers, very skilled, very educated, but Mike Terrana has groove, and groove is special. The groove is something you can learn from a teacher, and yeah, it was great. Yeah, like from just the music point of view, it was one of the best drummers I played with. Yeah, not easy. It's not so easy to approach him. Maybe because it's a little bit with his mind is still in the 80s. His attitude is like a rock star attitude, but nowadays you can't be a rock star. you can act like a rock star nowadays. It's impossible. And nobody can act like a rock star if you are not in Iron Maiden or Halloween or a big act. So he was a little bit a rock star, and this can be hard, not for the musician, but for promoters, for the people who came to the show. And well, but from the just talking about music, he is special. And I repeat myself, he's special because he has groove, and it's hard to find drummers with groove. Just the best one has groove. Yeah.
What gear do you use for tracking your vocals at the studio?
This is my little corner of happiness.
Nice.
And this is my mic. This is the mic. This is a Aston Origin. This is the first Aston Origin, and this is my preamp. You can see the golden age. I don't know if you see the golden age. Yeah, the mono channel, because I don't need a more channel. This is a golden age, and I have the Scarlett Focusrite. Can you see it? Yeah. And then standard Yamaha as monitors. And that's it. This is my gear. I have a Neumann too, the standard TLM 103. But I used to record with Neumann years ago. But I found out that it was a little bit crispier for the kind of vocals I used to record. It was a little brighter, and it's too detailed, and it's not that good for my voice. So I tried Aston Origin, and I find that it was a little bit darker, and when I scream, it has a little natural compression that give a natural saturation that give more character, and it's very, very good for heavy metal. That's why I don't use Neumann. Sometimes I use Neumann for the softer parts when I have to sing smooth and soft, like in ballads. I use the Neumann, but basically I use just Aston because it is good for my voice. When I track a vocal with Aston, it sounds good at the first take. While with Neumann, I had to be more accurate with my technique, because it's really it's like playing the guitar with very small distortion and a clean sound. It's harder. than with a lot of distortion. And that's the difference between Neumann and Aston for me. I can be more free and more aggressive, and I can sing more naturally with Aston. That's why I use Aston Origin. Well, and it's my gear. I have Aston, and I have the Golden Age Pre. That is a Neve clone. I like it. It's good. And the Scarlett, I use the Scarlett with the line input. I don't use Scarlett preamps because I have my Golden Age preamp. So
nowadays people can record their vocals at home studios. So in this case, what is the difference on recording vocals at home studio and at professional studio?
It's not easy because to answer this question because it's related. I thought it's Ivan Giannini talking, so this is my point of view. Well, I don't like to sing in studio with a sound engineer. Basically, because if he doesn't know me and my voice and my way of singing, you have to spend a lot of time trying to find the right mic, the right preamp, the right gear, and the right setup for the vocalist. So, but let's think that the sound engineer perfectly knows my voice and my attitude. Well, it's a problem of attitude because I in studio I don't feel completely free to be myself because there is someone judging. Sometimes it's very good to have someone judging your performance and saying, no, this is not good, this is not good, well, this can be good, repeat, please, do one more time. It's very useful to have someone. But in my experience, sound engineers were always bored and annoyed by my personal searching of precision, of accuracy. And well, it's time to go, it's time to end. It's good, go on, this is perfect. No, it's not perfect in my opinion. I want to sing more. So when I learned how to record in my house, well, it has been I for the first time I felt free to sing and be myself and to spend all the hours and the days recording maybe just a single phrase of the song to search for perfection. I never found perfection, but in these 15 years that I used to sing in my home studio, I found myself. And recording after recording after recordings, I found who is Ivan Giannini as a singer. So I improved my way of singing. I found the right way for my voice to be recorded. The first time I recorded in my studio, it was very, very, very polite, very accurate. I searched for a natural precision. After 15 years of the recordings, well, I get better as a singer, and I discovered that I can sing completely free mind and express totally naturally myself to achieve a good result for recordings. Yeah, and for me, it's way better to sing alone in my studio. Sometimes I feel that having a sound engineer behind me who can say, Ivan, a sound engineer I can trust, and who can say, well, Ivan, it's okay. Trust me, you did good, or even it's not okay. Repeat it. Even you're out of time. Even you have to be more in tune. Sometimes it could be useful, and sometimes, especially when I was recording for Vision Divine, I would like to have someone saying me, "Okay, it's time to close everything because it's good." And well, when I'm struck in the season, I used to give. I'm talking about lead vocals. A lot of lead vocal tracks, completed lead vocals tracks. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3 lead vocals, sometimes 4 complete lead vocals tracks for the whole song. So the musicians or the sound engineer can choose when I'm not able to choose for myself. And well, but I prefer to stay in my home studio alone. Well,
How you joined Derdian?
like Vision Divine, I at the time I didn't know them, and the former drummer wrote me on MySpace. Do you remember MySpace? we all have MySpace. He wrote me on MySpace because they were searching for a new singer, and he listened to a cover I did of a Camelot ballad. A guy from Germany, almost 15 years ago, asked me to sing on a piano cover of a Camelot song, and it wasn't that good. I'm not good in singing Camelot, but the Derdian drummer listened to it and wrote me, "Do you wanna try with Derdian songs?" Well, okay, I try, but I've never listened to Derdian before the day the drummer wrote me. And well, I said I was invited to the rehearsal room, and I prepared 2 songs, and I sang the song with them, and they, well, you're good, yeah, join us.
Can you please tell me how Derdian's single "Gods Made Heavy Metal" was recorded?
It's completely home recorded. we well, Enrico, the rhythmic guitarist of Derdian, played all the songs on a click, and he sent us his guitars just with a click, and then I sang without any other instrument on his guitar and the click, and then the drummer played his electronic drum on my voice and the guitars. That's it. And then the other instruments have been added. That's it. We every one of us recording in the home studio, and but the story is that I received just the rhythmic guitar and the click, and I sang. Then the drummer played on my voice and the guitars with his electronic drum, and then Simone Mularoni put the right drum sound. So that's it. I don't know the guitarist gear. I don't know. The guitarist used to record the pickup, and then everything used to be reamped by the sound engineer.
Where you are taking an inspiration from when working on Derdian's songs?
Derdian vocal melodies since our last album have been had been written by the guitarist Enrico, and the keyboard player Gary. Not everything. 90% were their ideas. I used to change sometimes some parts to make them more to express myself more. So sometimes I change some parts. I am completely free to arrange backing vocals and to change the lyric and to arrange the melodies to my needs. Not technique needs, to my needs of expression. When for our last album, New Era Part 4, I had been more involved in the writing of the melodies. And how do I find inspiration? Well, walking. I used to find melodies walking. When I wake up early in the morning and I go out to have a walk or a small run at 5 a.m. I used to go out at 5 a.m. to have a small walk or a small run. And while running and walking, I feel inspired, and I take my phone and sing on my phone. And I for the two Vision Divine album, every song basically born that way. I had in mind the guitar riffs and the time of the drum, and while walking, oh yeah, that's good. Don't try to put me down in me. That is. It's easy, and I think that some ideas come because I listen to a lot of music. So sometimes I take from another song, and it's always everything mixed. Like someone say that art is not invention. It's to take something that someone did before you and to change and adapt it to yourself. You can apply this rule to literature, to painting, to sculpture, and this works for music too. For example, if you take a song like Angel of Revenge. If you listen to Angel of Revenge, you can find that there are. If you listen carefully to Angel of Revenge, you can find that the melody of the verse has the same rhythm of a Nightwish song. That it's Last Ride of the Day. Yeah, Last Ride of the Day. Na 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 ta 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 ta. And when the first time I listened to the music of Angel of Revenge, and I was trying to find the melody, the first rhythm for the melody that came to my mind was ta 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 ta. Every note that you cause made me feel I am stronger than you all. And then I say, oh fuck, this is Nightwish. Well, it's good. Okay, it's good. And the bridge. When I listen to the bridge, I listen to the bridge and say, well, this is sound a little bit like Dragon Force. So I have to sing ta 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 ta. And say da 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 need tonight. Da na 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 na. Well, but people, maybe musicians can understand this way of writing music, but you take from one here, there, and put all together. Not always, but sometimes it's everything you have listened to go in your music. Yeah.
What helped you to keep your vocals in a great shape?
Well, it's a good question because it's a week that I'm not in a good shape. But well, Personally, I think that, talking about myself, to pay attention to my weight, not to get too much fat and not too thin, helped me. This is what the weight. I think my weight is around 85 kilos. When I go over 85 kilos, I find hard to sing. So I have to stay around 85 kilos. This is weird, but to answer your question, and then to drink a lot of water, because it helps the singer to avoid flu and cold. So drink a lot of water, to walk, try to stay in good shape. Not to for me, heavy weightlifting was not good for me. In fact, I stopped doing powerlifting when I noticed that when I had a show, when I have a show, I was tired and my neck was tight, and it was hard to move here. So I stopped doing powerlifting, and well, that's my answer. To walk, to drink a lot of water, to avoid smoke and alcohol, possibly, and that's it. And to sleep a lot. I used to go to bed early and to wake up early. This is a good way, I think, to live. And well, I used to stay awake all the night to play music, to sing. But after my 35, I found that it's not good for me. So I started to go to sleep early and wake up early, and my voice get better. That's it.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful interview. It was a huge honor talking to you, and thank you so much for your wonderful power metal voice, because I'm a huge fan of Vision Divine, and I cannot wait to see Derdian in St. Petersburg next week. Thank you so much for your wonderful Derdian songs, and thank you so much again for taking your time and making such a very knowledgeable and such a wonderful interview, Ivan. Thank you so much.
It's been an honor. Thank you, Alexei. Bye. Have a good life. Maybe one day we record something together.